The unified title will be on the line again, too. Macho Man Randy Savage. He thought he had it won until it was revealed he had a chain under his arm. Referee reversed it, and the rightful winner of the match was, in fact, Jerry the King Lawler. He has the belt, but he'll put it back on the line against Randy Macho Man Savage Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. But look who Savage will have in his corner. We told you a little bit earlier, Vince McMahon is indeed scheduled to be there. Well, headed this way right now is the unified champion, the King, Jerry Lawler, crown in hand, belt in hand. All the fans want to say hi to him, so it takes him a minute to get here. But, yeah, shaking hands with the little guys there. As he comes around, King, congratulations on having the belt. We saw what happened, and I know you know that McMahon is going to be here in Savage's corner.
Well, that's right. You know, I don't know if congratulations are in order for hanging on to the belt the way I did. You know, I feel really fortunate the fact that Who's that for?
Well, it's for you, because they saw what happened. They saw the chain and all that, and they think you in fact did win the match.
Well, you know, I told everybody that what I was going to do to the Macho Man. He had come out and run his mouth last week and almost as much today. And I told everybody I was going to burn all of that long hair and all of that long beard and all that stuff off his face. And I attempted to do, and you know, every now and then, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm just about as afraid of that fire as the people I throw it on. And so every now and then, my aim gets a little off, or either somebody moves a little quick, and I just didn't get him like I had hoped to get him. And yeah, but hopefully I will, because he is coming back, and he is bringing some help. Now he's bringing Vince McMahon, the voice of the World Wrestling Federation, the big shot from the Big Apple. Well, like I said last week, I am tickled to death that Vince McMahon is coming back to Memphis. You know, the last time he came to Memphis, he got out in front of all of the thousands of people at the Mid-South Coliseum, and boy, he made a speech that, I mean, I had never heard anything like it in my life. He said that when he checked into the hotel here in Memphis, that the hotel desk clerk told him, said, "Oh, Mr. McMahon, whatever you do, lock your doors at night, because we got a lot of crime here in Memphis. And don't venture out on the streets after dark, because we got a lot of crime here in Memphis and people that would want to mug you or take your money or rob you." He said, in New York City, they can sleep at night with their doors and windows open. Yeah, right, is right. That they don't have any problems like that in New York City, and everybody is friendly and courteous in New York City. Well, let me tell you something, Vince McMahon. I've been to New York City. I've seen that rotten apple, and I know it for what it's worth. And believe me, I'm going to tell you this. Memphis, Tennessee has it all over New York City. And these people right here are the greatest wrestling fans in the world, and every wrestling fan that I've seen in New York City are the biggest bunch of low-life, stinking jerks that I have ever met in my life. And Vince McMahon, you're right at the top of the list. Now, I know you're coming down here, and you're going to be in the Macho Man's corner. Well, I'll tell you what, somebody said, hey, Vince McMahon is going to be in his corners. Well, you know, King, maybe you better get somebody to be in your corner. I got to thinking, you know, that's right. So what I've done, Vince McMahon, I've gone out and I've got somebody that I know that if you make one false move, this guy could tear you in half. This guy would slap the taste out of your mouth in a New York minute, Vince McMahon, and that's pretty fast. This guy would love to get his hands around your scrawny neck and squeeze it until your eyeballs pop out. I went and got somebody that I know could handle you, Vince McMahon, because I know you for what you really are. And I want to bring my corner man out here right now, if I could. He is the big, tough, big, bad Downtown Bruno. Now, that's what I think of you, Vince McMahon. That's how much I'm worried about you, Vince McMahon. That's how much I want you to be here in Memphis. And I just hope that you get within arm's reach of me, because there's nothing I would like better than to feed you a nice big Memphis, Tennessee knuckle sandwich. And I got one waiting right on the end of my arm for you. Bruno.
Hello, Kingfish.
Hello, Bruno.
Hello, Dave. Hi, Cor.
Hello, Downtown. Tell these people what you think of Mr. Vince McMahon of the World Wrestling Federation.
Well, Vince McMahon walks around with his four-piece suit on. You know, he wears them weird suits His vest got the collar on him and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Lapels on his vest. Just checking. Anyways, he walks around all uppity like he's somebody, like he's the king.
Nose up in the air. If it ever rains, he'll drown.
Drown, exactly. You know, when I go up to New York City with the World Wrestling Federation, everybody knows I'm up there quite a bit. Vince McMahon talks to me because I live in Wilds, Mississippi, because I live in the Memphis area, like I'm an idiot, like I'm a redneck, like I'm a piece of garbage, like I'm white trash. Well, Dave Brown, everybody knows that a long time ago, I lived in a place called Pennsylvania, Fort Duquesne Boulevard. Pittsburgh. Ooh. That's one of the most horrible places on God's green earth, I promise you that. But you know what? Everybody here knows that I got good sense, because I don't live in Pittsburgh. I live in Wilds, Mississippi. See, I had enough sense to get out of there while I was young. You know, Vince, New York City's even further north than Pittsburgh. So I think the further north you get, the dumber you get. And Vince McMahon, he's the #1 Yankee up there. And since Yankees are known to be stupid, Vince, you must be the stupidest man on the planet. Now, if you think you're going to come down to Memphis, Tennessee, to the Mid-South Coliseum, to the house that Lawler built, and you're going to do anything against the king of Memphis, the king of the USWA, the king of the World Wrestling Federation, the king of Memphis, you're wrong. And remember one thing, Vince McMahon, if you try to interfere in the match, I don't care who you are in the World Wrestling Federation, I don't care who you are up north, you're in our backyard now. So Vince McMahon, remember one thing, if you even think about, if you even get a notion to involve yourself in that match, if you even get a notion to touch a hair on the king's head, I promise you I will hit you with so many rights, you'll be begging for a left. See, if you and me get into it, Vince McMahon, there's going to be 2 hits in that fight. Me hitting you and you hitting the floor.
Oh, yeah. Don't talk as long as Macho Man did.
No, it's just like this. If Vince McMahon wonders why about all this, just let him remember. Because it's like Mama says, it bees that way sometimes.
They got it.
Monday night, Mid-South Coliseum. Macho Man, bring it on. Bring Vince McMahon. And me and Downtown Bruno are going to send you 2 jerks back to New York City, back to that rotten apple with your tails tucked between your legs.
Well, there's the word, and the equalizer for Vince McMahon revealed to be Downtown Bruno.